We're back.
We're live, pal.
Joaquin's back.
Holy shit!
I'm
Dude,
here.
where'd you come from?
Whoa!
I'm here to change the culture.
As Alex Marvez would say, whoa.
Whoa!
I'm here to change the culture, guys.
That's almost too much range, Frank. I think.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
true.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. A little
It's
more
an
muted.
understated whoa. Welcome back to watching The Elite Live.
Yes.
It's the day after AEW Dynamite, and on this show we talk about everything all Elite Wrestling. That's kind of the format that we discerned while you were gone.
Yeah, we kind of figured things
That's
out.
fair.
You know, we got
Yeah.
weird with it.
From the last week.
Yes.
Yeah, from the
Okay.
last week, nothing else.
So we're talking BTE. We're talking Road to Memphis. We're talking
fuck.
AEW Dark.
Road
No.
2.
You know what? I watched Road to Memphis.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did anything happen?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right. All right.
You know what's great?
Okay. All right. Well, wait. Who are we?
So I am Frank Gibson. You might see me on this Twitch channel playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the ultimate life and death fight. This is Battle Royale.
Nice.
Very good.
But also we do this great show called This Is Awesome, a Muscle Temple podcast. The internet's only podcast that asks the question, what makes a great wrestling match and why?
Coming back soon.
Yeah, Frank Gibson. And returning from his sojourns abroad,
Joaquin Poblete.
Joaquin Poblete.
Third co-host Charlie and Tosca.
Yeah, we're back here to talk about everything all Elite Wrestling with you, the viewer,
That's
the
true.
listener, in the chat. This goes out as a podcast. It goes up on YouTube as well. So I want to thank you all for listening and watching on those platforms as well. But yeah,
Let's get right into it.
Should we?
AEW is here. Yeah, so we've been trying out. So Joaquin went away.
Mm-hmm.
Things got a little fast and
Things
loose
got a
around
little
here.
loose.
Yeah. Hey, well,
Well,
Joaquin's away. The cool cats will play.
That's right.
Yeah.
But the cat watch is still on, right?
It is
Cat Watch-
absolutely
Cat Watch is-
still on.
Cat Watch is
Yeah,
still-
that's what's
that's it.
important.
Honestly, it's the only segment
It's
we
all
have.
we got.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're talking about BTE now.
Yep.
We're talking about Dark, and then we talk about Dynamite and anything else that we need to talk about.
That's right.
Usually there isn't much, and then we just go home.
All right, let's do it. Let's get
So
into it.
BTE, anything of note there?
You want to hit the
Oh
button? there,
yeah,
Frank?
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
I'll do the thing with the.
Hey, look at that.
Can I give my nominee for the thing to talk about? I guess.
Sure, let's go.
So
Yeah,
I've-
Joaquin's big idea.
There's not even a big idea. for
Joaquin's
BTE.
big idea.
It's just the thing I like.
All right, what'd you like?
Joaquin's big thing he liked.
I liked seeing the New Year's party
Oh, okay.
because that's what BTE is for at this
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's the vestigial trace of what it used to be, which is like this
Mm-hmm.
history in the making as it happens kind
Yeah.
of thing.
You can see Cody excited about the fact he's in a football field.
You can see Chris
And he's
Daniels
drunk.
overserved.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And Bryce Remsburg,
Mm-hmm.
no date.
Well, you
You
know.
know.
Yeah.
But it's just cool to see everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, they should celebrate month 3.
I'm very jealous I couldn't be there. I don't know why I would be invited, but I still wanted to be there. It
Hey,
looked like a
it's true.
blast.
Maybe if we just say nice stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they'll invite us.
Ooh, okay.
Oh man, like Ryan Satin.
Oh, man. No, unlike we have no peers.
Okay, that's hey,
true.
there we
you
go. Yeah.
There you go.
Big thing. Your big thing is New Year's party.
Yeah.
I like an unconventional New Year's Day party.
That's true.
It's kind of my jam.
Right.
Yeah.
But Juggalos are good now.
Oh, is that right?
Juggalos are good now.
Do
Okay.
you think that how do you pronounce that?
Human.
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 Hum man.
Humman.
Was Super Hum Man at the New Year's party?
No.
Whose guest was he? Marcos?
Probably.
Probably Marcos.
Joey.
Janela.
Janela.
Joey. Yeah,
I mean, Janela does the elbow drop now.
no laws when there's claws. Man.
It's true.
Very true.
You know what? Perfect use of him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Frankie Kazarian's Do You bit. It's still going strong.
I love it.
And I love a good bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am, of course, going to say my favorite part was Orange Cassidy cosplaying as Lucy, holding the football
Right.
for the Hybrid 2, kicking field goals.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. It's
He actually-
it's wasted Hangman.
Wasted Hangman's the best.
Wasted Hangman is the
Who, by
best.
the way, does make reference to a certain dead English friend.
Ah, yes. He mentions your New Year's Day party.
Yeah, unconventional New Year's Day party.
Yeah.
Interesting. Don't know quite where they're going with Hangman right now, but we find a little bit more on Dynamite later.
That's true.
But before we get to that, I mean, like, I'm just like going through here.
Yeah.
So this is actually like a bit that was on last week. I don't like pervert child Marco Stunt. Not sure about that bit.
So we were talking about this off the air. So the Jungle Boy bit where he smells her hair. You see, that makes sense to me, and
'Cause
it's
he's
not
Jungle
because
Boy.
he's a caveman, he's a Tarzan,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's sort of within the character. The Marco thing is a bit much.
He's a baby man, and that's weird.
It is very strange. Obviously, it seems like
It feels like Jen Decker's in on it.
absolutely.
Oh, completely not.
Yeah.
But don't like that bit. Love them. Actually liked what they said in this interview more than anything they put on the show last week.
Okay.
Last week felt very like Jumpin' Jeff Farmer on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is a good way to transition, because I don't think there's anything else we want to talk about from BTE to Road 2.
I mean, Marco had like one good line.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read.
Right. Well, actually, no. I did like that leave a
Christ.
bit. I will say.
The leave was good.
It was cute.
Yeah, where she's just like, I'm gonna make everyone behave. Then I will misbehave.
Then I will
Yeah.
and I will misbehave. I will
Yeah.
steal your Switch.
I
Basically.
like it. Yeah.
But-
she's a gamer.
She's a gamer.
She's a gamer.
She's a pier.
All
She
right.
likes some pie.
Pie's delicious.
Pie is delicious.
It's the season. Road 2, Joaquin.
Do we like? I mean, did we like the Jurassic Express profile?
Yes, I love that stuff. I've maintained through the entire run of AEW Dynamite so far.
Yep.
That the Road 2 stuff is kind of should be your default tone and style.
Yes.
Mhm.
With your BTE humor peppered in there.
Yes.
Yes. Clearly as bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as bits. They don't do that.
No.
No.
They have two things that work, and they don't do either of them on AEW Dynamite.
No, Dynamite's just Nitro.
Dynamite is Nitro,
Yes.
and when it's good, it's a great episode of Nitro. And when it's bad, it's an episode of TNA.
I think we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
You probably will.
Yeah.
but yeah, like the Road to tone, I need more of that on my show.
Yeah.
The serious packages, the real sports presentation.
Yeah, because that makes because like I love all the wacky stuff.
Yeah.
We watched a year of BTE.
Oh, a lot longer than that,
Actually,
brother.
multiple years of
Yeah.
BTE.
Multiple years, yeah.
We've watched every single episode of BTE that
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
We like the silly stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
But you need to have the other stuff to ground it. BTE works because there's a Ring of Honor and a New Japan
Absolutely.
in
Right.
between.
Yes.
Right.
Whereas you not everyone can just do a bit every week.
Sure.
But yeah.
But I also
Um,
like the real sport aspect of. There was one line where Luchasaurus was talking about the idea that the best friends had taken umbrage about the fact that Jurassic Express had hugged once in the ring,
Sure.
and that to me is very real sport in the sense that it's almost like
You did my
locker
touchdown.
room boardroom
Boardroom material. Yeah.
Boardroom material.
Yeah.
You took my touchdown dance.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the one who does the whoop whoop.
They
Right.
feel disrespected.
I need to conjure an idea to get myself up
Absolutely.
to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very real.
It's like when LeBron retweets like hashtag Wash King.
Right.
No one says that.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that of actual note.
No.
But you need something to get you out of your ice bath.
Sure. Absolutely.
Oh my
Or your
God.
hyperbaric chamber.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a dream one time that you got a hyperbaric chamber shipped to our office. And I was just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Who
I can
said
see
that
that.
wasn't a dream?
Oh, that's true.
You don't know what's behind it.
That's true.
You don't know.
So AEW Dark. We just talk about what was your one thing you was there anything on this show this week? It was a very short episode.
It's a short episode, so reportedly Austin Gunn was kind of having a tryout match tagging with Billy Gunn.
Yeah. Well,
Apparently it went well.
and they mentioned their opponents on commentary for a match that we didn't get to see.
But they just didn't show it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I am fine with less stuff because this was good.
Yeah.
This match was good, and that's all that needed to be on there. Some recap stuff.
We got a squash. We got
Yeah,
the Awesome Kong versus your Matt Joaquin's gonna get mad at me. I don't know her name.
Her
already in
name.
the
Local
ring.
competitor.
Local competitor.
Skyer Moore.
There you go.
Got that theme song. The one that you play when you don't have a theme song.
Yeah, she got more offense than I expected.
Honestly, I want all of the enhancement talent in AEW to have like a theme song, kind of like the New Japan Young
Share one.
Lions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, it's
Or
a Young Lions song. This guy's gonna get his ass kicked.
Like guests on our show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on the other show. The other show.
She tried a schoolgirl. I like that
That was
Excalibur
cute.
called it a schoolgirl,
Schoolgirl.
not a schoolboy.
Yep.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
it was fun.
6-man was great.
Surprisingly long. Yeah, six man was great.
Hybrid 2 are the undisputed kings of AEW Dark, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They own that show.
It's like Stevie Night Heat.
Yeah,
Stevie
absolutely.
Richards.
Absolutely.
I don't think they mind though.
No.
Give some more time to,
Yeah.
I don't know, order some stuff off of ease.
And Helico's
Go
like
to MedMen.
goob walk to the ring is really growing.
Oh,
on me.
it's their bit gets better every week.
Yes.
More flips for Jack Evans.
Mhm.
More cartwheels.
Stupid
Yeah, absolutely.
stupid dance intensifies
Yes.
for Ed Helico. Kip Sabian as the unofficial third man of the group
Mhm.
totally works.
100%.
Totally works. I'm so glad for these guys because, you know, they were the enhancement talent literally on the first AEW pay-per-view.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so was Kip Sabian.
Yeah.
Or did he?
Or no,
beat
he
Sabian?
went over. He went over Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, maybe that's a mistake.
Very first episode. But no, I will. It's one of the strengths of AEW is they do a really good job of like finding natural groups and getting those guys together.
Right.
On the rare occasion they get it wrong, I think they get it wrong a little later tonight with another sort of segment that we can talk about.
Right.
But just generally speaking, the groups make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Dig it. Fun match. That's what Dark should be. Don't put too much stuff on Dark.
You,
They'd be putting too much stuff on Dark.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't.
New segment for the show. If our audience has not watched Dark yet, watch it or skip it.
You know,
if you want another match this week, well, watch it.
Yeah, it's half hour. I think this is immensely watchable because it is so short.
it's always fun to watch SCU.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's true.
And they gave CD a live mic this time.
That's
so
right.
There you go. He was
Gotcha.
very surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Should we get into AEW Dynamite?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right. Joaquin?
Dun, dun, dun,
All right.
There we go.
So first off,
Yeah.
tonight was a tribute to Memphis Wrestling.
Kind of.
Kind of. I think it was more at the live event. There was a tribute. There was
Yes,
probably a
that's it. They
longer
were trying to-
segment that we
They're
didn't
saving,
see.
they're saving it for Dark.
Yeah.
We're trying to boost the ticket sales in Memphis
Yeah,
as well.
boost the ticket sales, but also really just double down on the idea that AEW is they revere classic wrestling. They
Yes.
revere 80s wrestling. They revere the heritage of wrestling in all these territories, right? In ways that the WWE does not, because the
Yes.
WWE there's a lot of revisionist history there.
They would have you believe that there was no wrestling before Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's doubling down on that. But so really quickly, Chuck, I know you haven't had homework in a little while.
Oh, Jesus.
But I'm back.
Thank- Damn it.
Bitch is back. Who the heck is Dave Brown, and why is it a big deal that he was doing a national TV
He has a
segment?
voice of an angel.
Yeah, it's amazing voice. So Dave Brown is a meteorologist in the Memphis area.
Okay.
And
Still? Wow.
And I
his,
thought maybe you'd call baseball because that voice.
no, weatherman. And he his claim to fame in pro wrestling is that he was the voice, one of the voices of Memphis wrestling and championship wrestling.
Okay.
So around the Memphis territory.
All right.
So if you were an NWA fan in the South in the 80s or the 70s, you probably know who this
He
guy
was
is.
Lance Catamaran.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes, 100%.
He's called a lot of Jerry Lawler pile drivers.
Absolutely. And you know what's funny? He didn't say much tonight, but for the parts where he did speak up, I think the timbre of his voice is really interesting. I think he's a nice addition to the crew.
Yeah,
And he seemed genuinely touched, which was cool.
Also, we get to hear him on Dark the whole time this week.
Which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, like very cool.
Yep.
I mean, we should just talk about the Memphis wrestling segment anyway. Yeah, just a bunch of legends in the ring. Leap and Lanny was just like there.
Yeah.
The Genius was there.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Good for them.
You know what? And none of them got beat up by some wrestler.
Nope.
I mean, maybe on Dark they did or something, but like
I'm sure with the Rock and Roll Express.
No.
they get
On
beat
this
up at some
episode, a legend beat somebody up.
point. Oh, there you go.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
flip the
we'll
script.
go. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I just really like that where it's just like, oh yeah, because like even within AEW, it's like Rock and Roll Express come out proud and powerful, like we're gonna kick your asses, old guys.
Right.
And it's just like occasionally you just like be like, hey, check out these old guys, and they're like, hello, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, we respect what you did.
Right.
And they're
Yes.
like, thanks, and then they leave.
Yep.
And nothing bad happens because it's not ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah.
And of course, Lenny not a stranger to the Being the Elite universe. We
That's
last
true.
saw him
Oh
on BTE.
Stop it.
Just kidding. I'm not. It's my first show back.
I was
But
going to say.
He did.
Yes.
He did recognize his brother in Jay Lethal. in a
That's
BTE
right.
episode
Oh, yeah,
before,
oh,
man.
For,
Can Ring of Honor go away already
for
so we
all-
can get people like Jay Lethal on AEW as well? I mean, come on, guys.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Dalton Castle.
Let's go.
I-
Millennials, get to it. You
Yeah,
killed Applebee's.
Let's cancel Ring of Honor. Hashtag cancel Ring of Honor.
Let's do
'Cause,
it.
I don't know.
Come on,
Yeah.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
TGI Fridays is okay though.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
well-
More of a Chili's guy, but that's, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Chicken Crispers, brother. That's where it's at.
Cheesecake Factory, baby.
Oh, the menu's cavernous. I get confused
All right,
a
well,
lot.
Dude,
That's
you gotta
gonna
get that tikka masala pasta.
Fuck me.
They have
Tikka
no-
masala pasta.
I literally ate that at a Cheesecake Factory in Bethesda, Maryland. It went under.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Hangman Page and Kenny Omega still being called the Elite by commentary.
Yes.
But
This is Private Party.
But they talked about like, so JR had this great line.
Yeah.
It's like, Hangman Page wants to create his own shadow.
Yes.
Yes. I noted that too.
Man, when JR hits, he hits.
He
He
hits
really
hard.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, great commentary on the show in general.
Yeah. Oh,
actually.
tonight they were in a rhythm, which I thought really worked well for them.
Yeah, it was really nice. Still miss Golden Boy. Where's
Yeah,
Golden
Sure.
Boy?
Pay-per-view only,
But
brother.
I miss Tony when he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taz was good last week, though.
last week
Taz was
amazing.
good.
Very true.
Wait, that's last
Well,
week.
last
though.
week was also just a good episode, which
We
we're
only-
not talking about.
We only move forward.
Yeah.
Not backwards.
Okay, so just as like an overall.
Yeah.
So I watched this today. I didn't get to watch it yesterday.
Okay.
Had a lot of work. Just think that it was just not going to work out.
Yeah.
So I watched it. That's why we're doing the show today as well.
Sure.
but
That's a shoot.
But yeah, I had a lot of work, and I did read some rumblings. I didn't read spoilers, but I read some rumblings.
Yeah.
And people acted like this was a bad episode, and I'm like, this is an episode that has a bad segment,
Yeah.
but I think this is a very good episode.
I also think it's it's a slight come down from the high of last week.
That's exactly what it is. People
Really?
They had their expectations set so high. I mean, look at the not like we're not a pod that talks about the numbers.
Yeah.
But they had almost 1 million viewers this week, a
Yeah.
boost from last week. So I think they got some positive buzz. And then all these people they had this thing that a lot of people didn't like. I didn't mind it as much. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Here's my thought on this. It's an in-between week.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a lot like people used to talk about this with, say, Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Where there would be episodes where you'd be like, this is a week where they're moving the pieces.
Yes.
Because, Arya needs to get to Winterfell, or, Jon needs to get undead or something.
Sure,
Somebody
yeah.
needs to get somewhere. And I think that on a normal television show, we allow the show that.
Yeah, and you just enjoy the characters, maybe.
And you just
yeah.
enjoy the process and the journey, but for some reason, and I kind of think, and again, we try to be positive only on this show, and we try not to be WWE haters.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes it feels like, as a lapsed WWE fan, that I'm trying to unlearn these, it's like I'm trying to, unfuck myself. Like, I wish they could create an unfuck yourself, that book series that they're doing.
Sure, yeah.
One about being a WWE fan.
Yeah.
Because I think, we're trained to be a certain way, and it's I feel like the way they're booking it is certainly not WWE style, and it's somewhere towards the ghetto style, but it's the AEW style, and we don't know what that is completely. It's been 3 months.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
PWG WCW.
Right.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's kind of like the deal. But we'll get into that. Let's just talk about this match
Yes.
for a second.
Super fun match.
Hangman and Kenny are great together.
They have such good chemistry as
Yes.
a team, but
Yeah.
still showing the tension between the two
Told
of
a
them.
great story.
Yes.
Oh, do you know what's really nice? Okay, so Hangman Page almost hits Kenny.
Yep.
Yes.
And then gets shoved into him. And you know what? They got their shit together.
Yeah.
And they won a match. And Hangman, in canon, is shit-faced the entire time.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a guy who holds his drink well, unlike
Yes.
some Jimmy Havoc's of the world.
I love it.
But I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how people are.
Right. They wouldn't just immediately start, especially in a company where wins and losses matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you have a little mistake and there's some tension between you and your partner doesn't mean you just throw the match out like you're John
No,
Moxley.
Right.
If
You know what I
someone
mean?
if someone runs into me accidentally, do you know what I do?
What's that, Frank?
I end them, and then we have to have a cage match on pay-per-view,
Which will
and we'll
escalate.
never be friends again.
Right.
Oh, that's where Dario went.
Uh,
Yeah.
Darius coming back.
Yeah. Okay.
Darius coming back.
All right.
With a new gimmick, or are we repackaging him?
Yeah, I think we need to repackage
Okay.
Dario.
Okay.
All right, well, I
The
mean, I need
shots
some
are,
vignettes. Okay?
Yeah. You can just have him show up on
Come on
television.
now.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
I also loved, okay, Kenny at one point, first off, it was a very novel sort of, getting in the way of your partner,
Yes.
where he accidentally, flipped.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, nuts."
Yeah.
But they still won.
Yep.
Because, they needed to win. To
Well,
keep the
well,
story
and
going.
it's like, I think it was JR says, they might not be a normal tag team,
Right.
but the reason that they can beat private parties is because sometimes when you get two exceptional singles guys together, there's just too much talent.
Yeah,
You know,
and they're
yeah,
usually I don't like a makeshift team
right.
beating an established team, but you know what? They waited a few weeks before they beat
Exactly.
Private Party.
Yeah.
Also, again, I don't have the numbers, but they did team together in New Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Years ago. They've
Years
been
ago.
teaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hangman
So
used to be the pin guy.
Yeah.
He used
Yeah.
to be the fucking the Yuji.
There's history
Yeah.
there that they can bring up.
He used to be
once
the
that
Chase
door is
Owens.
open.
Yeah, thank you. The Chase Owens. Yeah. Yeah.
Once that door is open, that door, you know,
You
what
know
I'm
the
talking
door.
about.
You know the door.
Then maybe we can bring up that was a thing.
Maybe.
But here's a quick question:
Okay.
were those stunt beers?
No.
No.
No way.
I
So Hangman went into the audience during
Yeah.
the picture-in-picture segment after Kenny ran off to rescue Nakazawa from a 4-week beating.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
he's been beat up for 4 weeks.
Yeah, and so Kenny runs back.
I like that Hangman's like, go get him.
Yeah, you go.
I'm not gonna go
dig
in
it.
it
Yeah.
or anything like that.
I loved that.
Yes.
Yeah, I just my
You
chat.
don't think those are stunt beers?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Wow.
The
No,
picture-in-picture this week was fantastic.
They figured it out.
This is the best picture-in-picture week, except a lot of the women's match was in picture.
Right.
Yes.
So you don't think that he's having beers with those stunt beers in the back
No.
after the show?
Oh no, when he's the picture-in-picture stuff real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
backstage,
Uh huh.
apple juice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's $12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, the Chiron for him today.
Yeah.
Like still
No.
owes private party or
He's not going to pay private party their $12.
By the way, we're not. I don't want to gloss it over, but Pac, of course, we were talking about the fact that Pac had taken out Michael Nakazawa again. Perhaps, maybe. I mean, maybe he's gonna join the Dark Order. Probably gonna join the Dark Order. He's gonna
Yeah.
join the Dark Order.
I think
And maybe
so,
they can
yeah.
rescue him. Like Brandon Cutler, Michael Nakazawa, probably in the Dark Order.
Do you think we get resolution to the Pac Kenny stuff with Nakazawa in the backstage area, like on BTE this week? Like, when do you think we get to see what?
I think
really
it'll be
happened?
on Dynamite at some point.
So next week maybe we get more information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think they're slow burning it because they have to.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, we got a lot of time for the next pay-per-view.
That's whenever anyone's like, and I don't talk about that next week, crowd's like, boo, come on, man.
Guys, it's wrestling.
That's wrestling. Make them wait.
Yeah.
And I'm into that shit.
Yeah, I'm into it too.
But next
it's called
match,
tantric wrestling. You know.
Rio, Chris Statlander.
Yes.
Brandy Rhodes on commentary.
Okay, so this is the segment that everyone fucking hates, right?
Yep.
This segment everyone hates. So Brandy sometimes on commentary was good. Other times Brandy was burying the match
Yes.
and everyone else, and that
Yeah.
wasn't good. That's the Stephanie McMahon ass like shit.
It was a roller coaster.
Yeah, like she's a woman with face paint.
Good
Excellent.
shit. Calling Excalibur. What did she call him? She called him Exhibit.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Exhibit.
Yeah, it's good
Wow.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Razin Excalibur.
For
Great.
wearing a mask, good stuff.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Saying I'm more interested in taking a nap when you sit watching a match.
Not
Don't
so
like-
great.
Never, just don't
Because it-
shit on what's happening in the
It
ring.
also buries you for being like competitive with these people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Cutting to Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida in the crowd, super funny. Britt is so mad.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Britt
Yeah.
Baker's just pissed.
She looks like someone waiting too long at a dentist's
Yeah.
office.
Well,
You know?
there you go.
Yeah. We've all been there.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But I think that, there's been a lot of talk on the internet and there's been talk on the show about like not completely buying into Britt Baker.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
That's
buying early now.
yeah. Britt
on
Baker.
Britt Baker.
Heel Britt Baker stock.
Yes.
Yes.
Heel
I
Britt Baker.
tweener Britt Baker.
Okay.
I don't know if she's gonna go full heel.
I mean, all dentists are kind of tweeners, right?
It's 12. It's definitely, yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
high turnover in that profession actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Low job satisfaction from what I understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People don't like you.
But what about Novocaine? Novocaine.
That didn't last.
Yeah, it turns out they never put that in.
Never used it. I wonder
They
why.
listen to us.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Aye,
You're wel-
aye,
I mean,
aye.
you're welcome, rather.
Yeah.
So were you guys disappointed that this match ultimately ended with some chicanery and Riho retaining
Okay,
versus
number
a
one,
clean
why
finish?
wasn't the match thrown out completely? Was it, like,
Bryce Remsburg was on the outside distracted trying to help Riho.
for 9 years?
Yes.
Dr. Luther made his debut and was sent packing in the time that Bryce Remsburg was not looking
That is
at
correct.
what was going
Yes.
on.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna answer your question, then ask you a question.
Okay, wow. All right.
I'm gonna answer your question by saying no, because it's free television,
Okay. Yep.
and it's wrestling. I don't know what people are complaining
You
about.
can't give away the hot match.
No, I don't
free.
understand why. Like,
Well,
it's,
like, okay. I'm very much of the mindset where it's like, if you can't give away the hot match, don't book it. Like, WWE's bait and switch shit is like, it's like, this week Brock Lesnar's gonna wrestle on Raw. He didn't, and it's just like,
But
but
they-
I wanted to see.
But they
I bought a
actually
ticket.
they actually had the match. There was just some obstructions put on it.
Yeah, so I think
It's not
I
they
think
didn't give you what they promised.
yeah, exactly. But if you can't afford to give away the match, then maybe just don't do it. Don't take the shine off of things.
but I think they use
There's
it.
a first time for everything.
But I think they use it judiciously, and on top of that, if every match was completely
Oh, no.
squeaky clean, like
No,
they
no.
said it would be,
Here's
Right.
the thing, that's NXT.
right?
They have their thing over there where they
Yeah.
where they do that, and they're trying something a little bit different. there's a lot of interference in AEW. There's like there's a lot.
There's two in a row on this show.
Yeah, there's a lot of. There's two stables that are the same stable on this show.
That is true.
Like,
or are there two stables?
Villain Enterprises.
Right.
But yeah, like, so in between the nonsense,
Yes.
like Chris Stat and Rio were having a really fun match.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
I've seen some criticism of maybe this like exposing Chris Statlander. I don't know what people
There's
were
like
watching.
she's green.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
well,
she is green.
But
they
she's
had a fun
amazing.
match.
That's
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Honestly, I think that it kind of works for her style.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
loosey-goosey style.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, so she didn't get the body-on-body pin on Rio, so Rio could do her matrix
Sure.
out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
This is bad camera angle.
Yes.
This is bad camera angle.
Yeah.
The kind of clumsy reversal of the 619.
Yeah.
The crowd like really gets on their case for that, and I'm just like, really, guys? Like, but I understand it. They've seen people. AEW tries a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And sometimes it doesn't work. And sometimes those are moves like Christopher Daniels' moonsault.
Yep.
And sometimes there are things like the 619 that's kind of clunky. But I prefer they try things rather than not try things.
Absolutely. Well, can I say, I think the one reason this match might be getting some criticism is just in general, Riho's matches are structured in a way, and it is her superpower. Even if you're not invested during the beginning or even the second half of a match, she has the ability in that third act to escalate things and structure things in a way where you get invested. Like, she forces you to sort of get emotionally involved in the match, and there is no third part to this match.
Well, I will say that
The huge stalling suplex kind of set off the third part.
right.
And then
it's gone.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, when they hit, like when Chris has stat, by the way, second rope stalling suplex,
very cool.
awesome,
Yes.
impactful, looked great. The crowd's really into it, and then sometimes you gotta take the air out of the crowd.
Yeah.
But maybe not every week, and maybe not twice in the same show, and maybe just like
I think the strange thing is that ultimately you have to work as a heel against Rio intrinsically.
Yeah.
And the match also doesn't work because Chris was working sort of that heelish as far as like the format of a wrestling match.
Right.
She was, but then suddenly she was getting ganged up upon. It was kind of
It's a lot.
clunky.
It's also a lot.
There's too
a lot.
much shit in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is AEW's problem. Pick something.
Mhm.
Okay. Brandy Rhodes wanted Chris Statlander to join the Nightmare Collective.
Yeah.
They're mad that she didn't join the Nightmare Collective, so they're gonna fuck up her match.
Yep.
Right.
And that's what you chose to do this week. That's your one choice you make.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like, okay, we're gonna debut Dr. Luther.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Hikaru Shida run in.
Yep.
We're gonna have Brandy run in. We're gonna have Brandy on comment. Just too much stuff. Just pick one thing.
I'll say in my one last sort of like I'll be the stand guy this week.
Yeah.
In one little defense here.
It's all that, by the way. The fact that people were just like, this ruined the whole show. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's a fantastic episode of television. The segment was. It wasn't even that
It's like
bad.
15 minutes and
also it's not that bad.
What I was gonna say
it's not that bad.
When for example when and again we're not picking on WWE here, it's our frame of reference. When WWE does a bad angle, a lot of the time it's just a bad angle just to have a segment or to have to occupy time or to be a bit.
This
At
is
least
purpose, yes.
This set up a tag match for next week's episode.
Yeah,
This is clearly being done. Maybe you don't like the actual story,
Right.
but you can at least see as from a booking perspective what they're trying to accomplish.
Well, yeah,
here.
everything makes sense.
Yes.
That's you can not like things on AEW,
Right.
but everything they do makes sense and
Yeah.
leads to matches and leads to interactions between characters, and you don't necessarily get that in WWE.
I will say I also think there's a more egregious thing that happens this episode, but we'll get to it. But really quickly,
Really?
Chuck,
Yes, Joaquin.
who the heck is Japanese deathmatch wrestler Luther?
Well,
Doctor-
Joaquin.
Dr.
Doctor
Luther.
Luther.
Yeah.
Is
Britt Baker's just like,
yeah,
fucking
fuck
doctor.
you. Yeah, stolen valor.
Like
He
Sergeant
said you were gonna
Slaughter.
get the burrito, He is a friend of Chris Jericho. I don't know if you've heard on the podcast. He's mentioned often by Chris Jericho. He used to wrestle for promotions like FMW and
War, right?
War.
It's War.
He's
ECW as well.
I believe once or twice, maybe.
Really?
Yep.
But
An espresso, maybe.
80s, 90s Japanese deathmatch guy.
And he's a crazy guy who sticks his tongue out. Oh, wooga, wooga, wooga.
You know, look, you got 3 character choices when you go on AEW, okay? You get to be a goth.
Yep.
You get to be a wrestle dude.
Yep.
Or you get to be a fuck boy, and you
There
gotta
you
pick one.
Yeah.
He picked
Choose
weirdo.
There are
like
8 million ways to die. Choose one.
Yes.
There are 3 character types.
Exactly.
Choose one.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know what the deal is here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is with Dr. Luther. His debut didn't exactly set the world on fire.
Oh, hit that button real quick. So we have
Yeah.
some frame of reference here because I have one for. There we go.
There
There he
he
is.
is.
Yeah.
The stick in his tongue out and pointed at his head.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, wait, what is that noise?
That's a weird airplane.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
imminent recession.
There you. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Apologies for that, fans. Anyway, do you want to go to the next match?
Get to the chopper.
Yeah. Seriously. All right. Next match.
Yeah. Oh, okay, since this is like the big segment that everyone's shit.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Like, well, explore it like a little more. Nightmare Collective isn't working, and they're the new Dark Order because the Dark Order was like a thing that people like it started and people shit all over it.
Yeah.
And then it worked.
Dark Order rules now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Order is awesome.
Yeah.
And Nightmare Collective is bad Dark Order. Again.
But with Dark Order as precedent, we know that they can fix the Nightmare Collective with a segment.
Yeah, but I feel like the Dark Order didn't occupy as many bad segments as the Nightmare Collective has. I don't think it's buried as much stuff on the show as the Nightmare Collective has. Because
Sure.
literally we had Brandy shitting on it like
That was
title
a bummer.
match.
Can
And
I
it's
be
in a
a-
title match. It's meant to matter.
Yeah.
Let me be an apologist for 2 seconds. I've seen some scuttlebutt.
Uh-oh.
Here's the thing. Brandy watched a lot of Charmed.
Yeah.
I like Charmed.
Yeah.
Charmed's a great show.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
But I've seen Charmed. I've seen True Blood.
Yeah.
True Blood.
Blood.
Seen True Blood. Seen Buffy.
Uh-huh.
Like all these things.
Uh-huh.
This isn't working.
It's actually more like a new
Brandy-
Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
Brandy needs to make a character choice too, because I have no idea what her character is.
She's Brandy.
But she's
Brandy.
Brandy.
She's Brandy, but she dresses like a witch now.
Yeah.
But she's still like, is she Elvira? Because like Elvira's got like that like kind of like Valley Girl thing, but she's a goth.
Maybe she lives next to one of those like year-round Halloween stores.
Okay.
You know, but it's
And-
like off-season,
yeah.
so everything's on discount.
And do not for a second think that I dislike Brandy Rhodes, because I like Brandy Rhodes is really good, is really smart.
Yes.
Like I absolutely love Brandy's like ice skating promo.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
I think one of the great promos. The fact that it wasn't on TV is insane to me.
It's also the road not taken.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm just like, we could have done that.
Yeah.
We could have done Black Swan.
Yeah.
Like Brandy Rhodes.
But if it turns out that there's a larger reason for her to have made, say, that choice, for example,
Yeah.
it might retroactively make all this less hard to watch.
And also,
here's the thing: no segment should suck.
Sure,
Let's be honest. No segments should suck.
Yeah.
right.
I would prefer they take risks, so there can be great segments and segments that suck, but they need to work this out.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people have been saying it for weeks that they have to work this shit out. I think it buries Kong, who should be who is literally your biggest crossover star in your promotion. I understand Kong's limited.
I think it's protecting Kong, if anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't do any talking. She's got a stable around her. Like, Mel's going to do all the wrestling next week. Kong's not going to do it.
Right.
Kong's an actor.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Like pre-tape some segments.
Sure.
I like let Kong cut promos.
Yeah.
Like I loved Kong as Brandy Muscle. I thought that was like a really cool dynamic. I thought the two of them together were really cool.
Yeah.
And now like Kong's dressing up like a genie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there's knives, and I don't like knives in wrestling.
Well,
We've been over this.
Here's what I'll
Fucking-
say. People are saying that it's taking up the entire... It's taking up all the air in the women's division. I disagree with that, although this is the week that it took up the most air.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Britt Baker has her own story.
Yeah.
Sheeta has her own story.
Yep.
There's other wrestlers that have... And that's the good thing about AEW is that everybody does have their own individual path that you can track.
Well, okay, AEW does have as a counterpoint, AEW does have this problem, which is they only have one women's segment a week.
Sure.
So they shove them all in one segment.
Yes.
Right.
This time, and if we don't get our one good women's segment, then we have one bad women's segment.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of a problem.
Absolutely.
And look at Dr. Luther. Here's the thing, Joe. I hope there's like a Dr. Luther like Joey Jello death match or something.
That'd be great.
Be super weird.
Look, why
Here's
not?
the thing, super weird.
Frank,
but you know
something's
what?
got to go on the pre-show.
Yeah, here's the thing. You want to buy our pay-per-view? And it's like Dr. Luther, like, gouging joints and all with a spike.
Yeah.
I'm old!
It's fine. He's a doctor. It's
Sticking
okay.
his tongue out.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah.
But, hey, there's the ripcord of going meta.
Sure.
You could always,
I hope they
if
don't,
it's
but-
not working,
Yeah.
you can always just make it about Brandy sort of indulging,
Mm-hmm.
and the veneer of that can fade, and it really is just about her being a bit of a Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's the
hope not.
best, but I think that the reason that the Dark Order
Here's
works
like a
out-
Stephanie McMahon character where the character gets their comeuppance. There's room for that in wrestling. Because
Sure.
Stephanie McMahon, I maintain, is one of the best heels in the history of wrestling.
Right.
The problem is she just never loses, and
She's
never,
a nuclear heat reactor that
Right.
that
maintains
never
that heat.
and yeah, it never pays off for
Right.
anyone.
Yeah.
Like the people who got payoffs are like Vicky Guerrero got to throw her in mud, and Ronda Rousey got to like break her arm.
Sure.
That's like it.
But all I'm saying is that
So it's like
if
Test.
this doesn't
I
go
mean,
well,
Test all over.
there's parachutes out of it.
Sure.
Yeah. There's
And-
parachutes out of it, but like, but I like here's the thing. I should talk this segment extensively. It didn't bury the show. It didn't like really bury anything.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a not great segment. We had like a bunch of great wrestlers have stories, and that's fine.
Yeah. And they can still recover like
They
what
did
Dark
with the
Order
Dark Order.
did. Yeah, exactly.
And I think the way to do that is to pivot towards more of a reality. Because here's the thing, like Chris Statlander, not an alien. She's doing a K-Pax bit,
right.
right? The Nightmare
Oh
Collective.
wait, for the director of Hackers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love,
Yeah.
love.
Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah.
But
okay.
the Nightmare Collective, not actually doing some weird voodoo cult thing, actually just the flight of fancy of a sort of like mad with power sort of person
Who lives next to Halloween
who
store?
who lives next to a Halloween store and wants to put this actress in a weird genie costume.
That tracks if they want to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get too meta because like any of like this it's a shoot brother stuff.
Sure.
Like I can tell you literally my least favorite thing that AEW has done as in general, and it was Taz and Excalibur on commentary talking about B. Priestley giving Britt Baker a concussion,
Yes, I know exactly
and they're
what
like,
you're talking about.
"You're not meant to try and hurt your opponent." I'm just like, "Yes, you are."
That's
Don't-
wrestling.
Yeah, don't tell me that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the TNA and late era WCW stuff that I don't want to see.
Yes.
Right.
Like, but you know what? Chris Statlander had a title match on TV. Rio's the champ still. Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker in the mix. Awesome.
Yeah, let's see where it plays.
Yeah.
You know, see where it
But-
goes.
But yeah, anyone who says that this ruined the show is a ding dong.
It's insane. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just, if you want to see a show where they take no chances, there's SmackDown.
Yeah, there you go. Frank, hit that button.
Next up, Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels.
I want to quickly talk about this match because the actual important thing came after. So just quickly, I like this match. They have
Dude,
really good chemistry, which
did
was,
you-
I was very surprised.
Did you miss the big segment though?
Excuse me.
The guy from Shinedown's here.
Oh, Jesus! I
That's true,
didn't
and
get
he
a
doesn't
screen
seem that
grab.
excited to be there.
Well, he's
He's a little awkward.
Joaquin. He's in Shinedown.
It's true.
You know,
Wait,
it's,
they
his,
could've-
it's
they-
his whole day.
Yeah.
They couldn't get saliva.
No.
No?
Oh man, couldn't get Switchfoot. Come on, guys.
Puddle of mud.
Jesus Christ. Of course, you fucking think of the Shinedown guy, Frank.
They're at
Mudvayne?
WWE backstage.
Yeah.
No, what'd you guys think of this match?
Mudvayne's too busy backing Vinnie Paul from Pantera.
Oh, really?
This band Hell Yeah with their hit song Alcohol and Ass.
Are you doing the NXT bit now, or are you being serious?
That's real.
Okay. All right.
Still
Yeah,
annotating.
yeah.
That's why you come to this podcast.
You know,
Stream.
It's
You've,
true.
yeah, you've never heard about Mudvayne on any other wrestling podcast.
Absolutely not.
You definitely shouldn't.
No.
But yeah. CD, Sammy Guevara,
Yep.
number one. I love Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
I always have.
Yep.
I still do. That Unagi was dope.
This match was great.
This match was great. And you know what? AEW is in the business of making stars, and Sammy Guevara is a fucking star.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. He's becoming a star by it's all the stuff that isn't the wrestling. Like to me, he's shining with like by being like Chris Jericho's little sidekick, by
Yeah.
doing the sign bits.
Yeah.
He's really figured it out
the PT
character
stuff.
wise.
Oh yeah, he has worked it.
Well, you
out.
remember back way back, and the very first thing they ever did was at All In.
Yeah.
We said that he was the one guy that looked like he shrunk under the lights.
Yeah.
Right.
and is the complete opposite.
Yeah,
Right.
That is a hard spot for that dude to be put in.
absolutely.
That's why I liked at All In when they did the Son of Havoc bit,
Mm-hmm.
like where it's just like, yeah, this is a guy who's been here before, you know?
Right. It's smart.
Like
Yeah.
he gets it, Matt Cross. But this is great.
Mhm.
Sammy Guevara's great. Like the second his music hits, huge heat mag. he got a Sammy sucks chant. People don't chant that anymore.
He also got a
Right.
fix your wedgie chant.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great.
He's a delight.
Yeah.
End of the match.
Yeah, what'd you think of the ending?
Penta distracts him. We're obviously setting up for Chris Daniels versus Penta.
Little mistimed.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't pick up on it.
no? Okay.
I missed
But I
it.
mean, this is actually another example of AEW being like, hey, everything in one segment.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
fight Sammy Guevara. Penta's going to distract you so that you lose.
But
Yep.
here's the
And
thing.
then
He
the
distracted
Dark
him.
Order's gonna
He
come out.
waved it off.
Right.
Got like a little bit more in and lost as a result of it. I like that better than
Well, he
like
got
a-
it in his
his
head.
music hits and he gives him a
Distraction roll up. It wasn't a distraction roll up. It
Also,
was
I love to see Penta perform because that's great.
Question.
right.
The fact that these two segments were so close to each other. If you actually want to hit the button, we'll just talk about this. So CD ends up losing.
Yep.
Dark Order come out. They come out right after Pentagon, distracts CD and causes him to lose. Could Penta be a Dark Horse candidate to be the Exalted? We know that he's got a background of being evil overlord type characters.
I'm cool with that.
I think it'd be pretty interesting.
I'd be cool with that, but I doubt it.
Pentagon as an evil character is something I've actually wanted to see.
Yeah.
Of all the people to go evil, they're just like, we're gonna send Kong evil. I'm like, no, Penta's
Right,
right.
right.
That'd be too many guys in that. That'd be too many guys in that faction.
Yeah.
In Dark, well, there's only just 2 tag teams and then Penta.
But then you'd need Phoenix to be in it.
No, Phoenix is a babyface, brother.
Yeah,
And
I
he
mean,
didn't get that high five.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, Phoenix is not.
So, number one, I love how JR greeted the Dark Order. It's like, good lord.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
He doesn't like these guys, and it's great. I love that he's turned around on Uno.
He doesn't like them in the way that you want, not in the way he used to hate Uno by being like a fat ass. Like,
He's just
Right.
like, what's this guy's deal?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Christopher Daniels is such a great performer.
He was doing some Waterworld acting here. He was
really was?
emoting, dude.
Yeah,
he was
I thought he was
projecting.
gonna put it on for a
Yeah,
second.
I really did. yeah.
Even though there was no way he was gonna put it on.
I was like, literally, when he looked down at the mask, I was devastated.
Right.
I was like, oh, Chris, no.
He was awesome.
Yes.
I love Christopher Daniels. And man, that match kicked ass.
Yeah.
And
That
this
was-
segment was over in ways that the previous segment was
Yeah.
not.
Absolutely.
Also, it's just like, I love that JR's just like, everybody's recruited somebody.
Right.
He
instead.
called it, he put the hat on the hat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, he
right.
lampshaded it.
Yeah,
It was
he's-
great.
again, this is the best week of commentary they've had.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Sorry to cut you off. But my favorite little character moment from this whole segment was when the faces sort of ran in.
Yep.
And the minions got kind of run off.
Yep.
Stu Grayson counted them up, 4
Yes.
guys, and attacked anyway.
Didn't matter.
Great shit. That guy's a
Good
psycho,
shit.
and I love it.
And of course, another highlight moment for Scorpio Sky.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kind of
I-
gets the big moment chasing everybody off.
So, some people didn't like this segment.
That's insane.
This is okay. If you don't like this segment, you don't like American professional wrestling. And
Absolutely.
that's fine. And that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
You
totally
can, you know,
cool.
there's a bunch of different places you can look. There's that French trampoline wrestling,
There you go.
which I'm really excited about because a guy told me how to get the
I
matches.
saw that. That's great.
Yeah.
Watch out
Yeah,
for
on
it
Twitter
next season.
next
Yeah,
season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, AEW gets it from both ends because there's a segment of people who reject anything that isn't WWE. Then there's this group of people who thought and had convinced themselves that AEW was going to be New Japan in America.
Yeah,
And-
they thought there was gonna be like 60-minute like time limit draws
Right.
on TNT,
Right.
and they're just like, yeah, that's the business. This is like
Yeah.
no, and it's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
There's some big Vince energy there.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. I mean, you've seen Young Bucks matches, and Kenny Omega likes to wrestle brooms. Like you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's like these guys are gonna get a little silly.
And I mean, 60-minute matches on American television, that's not going to sell, like, your stackers. That's not going to
No.
sell, like, dick medicine.
Oh man, there's a couple Dick
Dude.
Medicine commercials this week.
Yeah.
Again.
There were-
Yes.
I thought it was a general higher caliber commercial this week, though.
Yeah, but
In
there's still the
general.
couple dick pill
Again,
medicines. It's like, or they call them like testosterone
There
supplements.
you go.
They for
There
your
you go.
dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're for your libids.
Oh shit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
but,
What
yeah.
happened next?
Yeah.
Speaking of Lucha Brothers versus the Brotherhood, coached
Yes.
by Coach Arn Anderson.
First time
Nugenics
ever.
TRS 1080 Nugenics.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Reportedly
man.
makes your dick work. Probably doesn't.
I was gonna start trolling around looking for it. That's it.
No, remember the guy? He comes to life on the billboard. He's like,
Yes.
"Hey, dick not working."
It's a football legend.
Yeah, it's true. It is. Yeah, it is.
All right, so the Brotherhood took it. Let's just talk about this. Are they nerfing the Lucha Brothers? They're like 6 and 7.
They're
now.
6 and 7. I'm wondering if
I thought they
there
were meant to
isn't.
reset the records on January 1st.
That was
Well,
weird.
They still keep your overall.
They keep the
record.
overall. But I thought I'm wondering, and maybe someone in chat knows. I'm wondering if there isn't some big AAA tour coming up that they need to do that will take them off of TV for a while, so they can get kind of a breather, and it's a bit of a reset for the Lucha Bros. Just because they have been losing consistently,
And they're
it's-
on TV every week.
Yeah,
And I mean that's great because I love Lucha
no,
Bros.
of course, yeah.
But they are on TV every week.
It'd be great for them.
Maybe
to,
a little overexposed.
hey,
right
they
now.
go away for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Learn a hold.
So I would say Dark Order blows up a little bit, and then we
Okay.
get some Exalted action.
So
Yeah.
you're putting this down here.
Look, it's either gonna be, for me, I don't think this whole villain thing, the unified villain theory, I don't buy it. I'm gonna say the Exalted is gonna end up either being Penta or Matt Hardy. Those are my pitches.
I believe that Matt Hardy is on the SmackDown brand, even though he wrestled on Raw last.
He's still with them? I thought
He's
he was
still
I thought he
on
was
the
It
gone.
roster.
sounds like he's kind of making his exit, but who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows?
It's that
We'll
Legends
see.
deal, baby. Come
All
on.
right.
Hey,
He's a new
might
baby.
play for that Randy Orton money.
It'll be Jeff.
That may be it.
So again, I like
He's
the
got
I
his
like
demons
the
for sure.
I like the new Dustin variant theme.
Mhm.
I like Arn Anderson as. God,
Mhm.
moving on. I like Arn Anderson as like the Cody manager who actually conceals what he's saying.
Holy
Right.
shit, when he starts giving the advice, like, you're gonna do
Yes.
I died.
I
Okay,
like
really-
how he's actually helpful too.
Yeah,
really
in
good,
a way
though.
that isn't just like grabbing people's legs and looking like he's like, I don't do that.
No, it's
What is on the paper?
It says, like, watch for the gloves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Phoenix flips.
Yeah.
people
Watch
people are
that
like-
second rope.
Grab rope in hold.
There you go.
Yeah.
and people were like, oh man, why didn't Cody talk? And I was like, let Arn Anderson talk. He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And Cody was gonna talk, and Arn was like, I'm the coach.
Yes.
And Cody's
Yeah.
like, he's
You're the player.
coach.
Yeah,
I'm the
he-
coach.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm just trying to keep you from doing something stupid.
Yes, exactly,
Right.
because he knows that Cody would have probably just accepted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do you guys think of the match?
Oh, the match is probably
It's
the best
great.
match on the card.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so great. I love Dustin.
Dustin is an amazing. I hope that they become like a permanent fixture of the tag team division.
Well, like Cody's out of the title picture.
Yes.
Exactly.
So because
Well-
I'm so curious to hear, because I know we're still in the midst of the MJF thing. He hasn't even got the room
Right.
to be
Yep.
like, what's next for Cody Rhodes?
Yep.
But like, I'm just like, what else can he go for? There's the rumored secondary title.
Yep.
Right.
Or there's the tag belts. And what's it going to be?
Look, Dustin is one of the best baby faces in peril right now.
Yep.
He's just a sympathy magnet. Like, you
Yep.
know, we all know, we've known him for 30 years. Like,
Yep.
we want to root for the guy. He
Yep.
sold his leg perfectly in the picture-in-picture segment.
Yep.
And Cody has become one of the best hot tags in this company. He
Oh
like
my
what does JR call him?
God.
Like a caged lion.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
roaming the
Which
ring.
is, by the way, a cat.
Ooh, not an
Cat.
official cat. We only got one cat tonight from my
Oh, what was
my
it?
count. It was in the very first match.
Yep.
He said he referred to
JR.
Kenny. He referred to Kenny, or actually all 4 men in the ring, as some of these cats.
Yeah.
In reference to them being flippy guys.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
There you
love
go.
cats.
Yes.
By the
Great
way-
movie. Great movie. Cats 2019.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, is that?
I saw opening night instead of Star Wars.
Oh,
Okay. You
I
were
heard
the.
it has no plot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the musical Cats.
Yeah.
Which also has
It's-
no plot.
Yeah. No, it's exactly the musical. There's not a movie in between the songs. It's just all the songs with
Oh.
like 10
Oh.
seconds in
Uh-huh.
between of them saying Jellicle Cats.
Okay.
And then they
Oh
go
my
to the
God.
next song.
Jericho
Is there an
cats?
Instagram thing that tells you what kind of
Juggalo
cat
cats.
you are?
Oh yeah, there's got to be right where you like
Right?
you insta
I
your
wanna
face
know.
and you become
Yeah.
a cat. You're a Jellicle cat.
Yeah.
We're all Jellicle cats.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to be a Gumby cat.
No.
Yeah, that's like there's like lazy, but they seem to have a good time.
Okay.
That movie is a fucking nightmare. It's great. You should definitely go see it. Definitely go see it in theaters.
Okay.
Especially if you can find a theater that isn't doing digital projection, because then you don't have the patched version of it where they
Right.
fixed a couple things.
Right.
Is it a scarier film than Us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's incredibly horny and Uncanny Valley.
Mhm.
Like it's
Mhm.
terrifying. It's God, Cats is such a good movie.
All right.
It's so much fun watching Cats.
Call of the Night, Excalibur. Cody hit him with the bicycle, and now Rey Fenix is on roller skates.
I loved it.
Oh,
Holy
that's
shit,
so
loved it.
good.
Yeah.
This match is dope.
It's classic wrestling. I think it's the match of the night.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So this is like when you get good WCW.
Yes.
Because everyone has something to do.
Right.
Well,
Like-
don't say that like there wasn't a shitload of good WCW.
Oh no, that's the thing.
Like
It's
95 to like 97,
Oh, dude, it's like-
98 was
It's
great.
like it's like Perry Saturn.
Yeah.
And like Jericho, and it's like everyone has something to do. Raven has something to do. There's something going on with everybody.
Yes.
And I love that. And this is like the previous segment and this segment is just like great WCW, and it's like the Nightmare Collective is just like bad WCW.
Right.
But when you're taking chances like that, you're gonna get some bad stuff.
Yeah.
But like the highs are so high in this in like AEW.
Well,
Like
Meltzer warned us. He said they're gonna try things. They're gonna
Yep.
swing for the fences. Some of it's gonna be great, and some of it's gonna fail hard.
yeah.
And he said that 6 months ago.
Right.
And everyone's like, it makes me sad because like I see like Kenny and he's just like, there's so much criticism, and like the
Yeah.
Jacksons are like, I'm not on Twitter anymore because
Yep.
everyone's mean to me, and it's just like, oh guys, you didn't think that was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Well, they're used
do
to.
people really think they were just gonna stage NXT 2? I guess they
Sure.
did.
Yeah, I think people did.
Plus, I mean, look, All In was universally beloved.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, Double or Nothing was universally beloved, but then it's Monday.
Yeah.
And then it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But man, like I'm having so much fun watching these shows.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Same.
Like,
I don't know how you could be mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
This
did
match
you?
is dope.
Were you
Okay.
disappointed when they punted again? Were you expecting an answer?
No.
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
This is a fine punt. The one where Mox was like, I'm not gonna answer you this week, last week.
Yeah.
That was the one that felt.
But it
weird.
felt
But it-
related
but it-
to wrestle.
But it also got the
Yeah.
payoff for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And we'll get there. Well, really
Yeah,
quickly
We're
before
almost
we get there,
We're
though,
almost there.
So we got MJF.
we got MJF. So MJF goes out to the ring with Wardlow.
MJF doing the kiss the ring bit in the picture-in-picture
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Who works the camera better during picture-in-the-picture? Or picture-in-picture? MJF or Sammy Guevara? Who's the king
Sammy.
of picture-in-picture? Sammy?
Sammy did the sign bit this week.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't choose between.
He
my
did the Bob
children.
Dylan thing. But okay.
My horrible fuckboy children.
Yes! I need Sammy to bring out the cards. Like, to
Oh,
me,
no.
to me,
MJF
you're
has never had
perfect.
sex. Come on. Look at him.
you're probably right.
Come on,
At
guys.
least not that he hasn't paid for.
Yeah.
Oh!
He's got the money.
That's
Got
true.
that
Or
ring.
does he?
Or does he?
Oh, okay.
Or does he?
Or does he?
They'll sometimes change the amount of the ring.
Yeah, it's
It goes from 37
It's fluid.
45, 15 was the original one, I
Yep.
think.
Which is, I love it. But okay, who comes out? So this is the segment I was a little. There's something that happens in this segment that did bum me out.
Is it?
So
Go ahead.
DDP comes out.
Yep.
And,
First of all, DDP on the mic is fun.
absolutely.
Well, plugging away.
I mean, look, he's not just the master of the diamond cutter. He's also the master of the social media handle drop.
Excalibur.
Very
he
casually.
Did he pay for this
I
airtime?
loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. The
So-
Dark Order did. He didn't. He's
Yes.
doing that shit for free.
And also, friend of the show, Ben Meckler, one of
Uh-huh.
our guests,
Yep.
yes.
directed that DDP Yoda segment
Yes.
Amazing.
for the Nerdist once
Check it
upon
out.
a
It's
time.
out there. Yep,
Yeah.
it's on Nerdist.
Yeah.
Check it out. But he basically he talks some trash.
Yep.
We should get
And-
Ben on here so we can just text DDP while we're on the air.
Oh fuck yeah.
Next week, let's do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this, and he'll probably just try to get us to do a yoga class again.
That's true.
But so then MJF brings out the Butcher, the Blade,
And
and the Bunny.
I love this arrangement still. I love the idea.
do.
that MJ.
I
no.
do too.
I-
do too.
I-
Do.
I like
Yeah.
that MJF pays money for the Butcher and the Blade to come
Yeah.
out and fuck with people.
Okay. I think it would work better for me if it was just Butcher and the Blade.
The bunny being there makes a little less.
Because especially because she existed before them in the reality of AEW as a different thing. Like
But she's like, say, their agent or their manager, and Allie's mad at Brandy, so she's got a common enemy, so she'll bring it.
not to be that guy, I'd like to see it even on BTE. I'd like to see a bit of like Allie talking about money with MJF.
I can read between the lines.
I know.
So my favorite was that Shield segment where they revealed that like it was like a CM Punk Paul Heyman kind
Right.
of deal.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like you need to have that.
Right.
But
I mean,
they've
it's
talked,
there.
They've talked about it on commentary. But
Yeah.
hey, sometimes guys just give us a minute or two and just like show us.
Sure. No. Totally. Totally.
Yeah. And also like Allie got broken. She had her hair cut and then
Yeah.
she became a bunny.
There
That
you
no.
go.
That's true. That tracks.
She
Yeah.
really likes.
But yeah,
our
I like them as like the extra muscle.
Or PH.
Yeah.
Or
Also, I mean, Allie versus Pieter, like
you couldn't air that on American television.
Yeah, but
Couldn't air that.
But it's like the bunny ears death match.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
whoever wins keeps the ears.
Oh, ears versus ears.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
book
Yeah.
it.
Just putting that in there.
Yeah.
Book
Um,
it, Stardom.
All right, what bummed you out?
You've
was
got
it?
DDP. Okay, so there, I know there's a line that you like. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
But MJF pisses DDP off
Yeah.
basically because he threatens to do some stuff to his daughters. DDP gets heated, and so then Butcher and Blade go after him, and you've got this, retired wrestler.
Yep.
Who was unretired. We'll get to that in a second. Who does half-speed diamond cutters on this fearsome tag team?
Yeah.
Who you already nerfed by having Darby and Cody beat them in like their second match in.
They're already goons.
Yes, they are goons.
They're already hired goons.
Yes.
So they're just goons.
They're just.
I think they're just goons.
They're Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yep.
You
You know what? In more ways than one.
look.
By
Sometimes
the way, I love the fucking evil Teddy Roosevelt and his fucking monocle popping straight up in the audience. That's the good shit. And also the theme rips.
Make
It's
them
like-
menacing for like a month. Look,
Nah.
about GDP nerfing. This is some WWE stuff.
Look,
this is Stone Cold stunning the New Day at WrestleMania.
sometimes you need Brandon Cutlers in your tag division.
Yeah, here's the thing. Butcher and Blade come in. I'm just like, they're another big bruiser, dark tag team.
Yeah.
Whatever. And you know what? Apparently they thought that too.
But
They
who would
came
you?
out from underneath the ring.
Who would you?
Well, that was
who-
stupid.
Who
They
would you
should have done
position
that.
them over in the tag division?
Lots of other teams.
Such as
Private Party.
Really?
The
Yes.
team that they're building the future around, hypothetically, down the
For
road.
like a second.
All right, man.
Teddy Roosevelt.
The
is
Beaver
evil.
Boys.
They're the lowest.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost so badly that they hold the record for the shortest match in AEW history.
Yeah.
That will probably remain the shortest match in AEW history forever.
Yeah.
And they got so messed up they joined a cult.
It's
That's
okay.
the lowest of the low.
The Hybrid 2. They should be over the Hybrid 2.
No.
They should
No.
be over Jurassic Express.
No.
No.
Jurassic
No.
Express's whole gimmick
Name
this
the
year
heel
is
tag
they're gonna
teams.
win.
They are the Ascension.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, the Ascension also just got fired, so maybe they'll have them to work with too. We need more goths.
Hey, at least they get to hang out. Like it's a married couple. They get to hang out together. Butcher's got his band. You know.
yeah, doing great.
They got the Kane introduction.
Yeah.
And, well, that was stupid.
That was dumb.
Like they waste that stuff.
Yeah.
They waste their lights out and they waste their going through the ring and they do too much shit.
Yeah.
They do too much shit.
Okay. All that matters about this segment is that
TDP is unretired for a tag match with QT Marshall
your favorite
next week.
Yes.
Next week.
Next week we're getting the six man.
Okay. I get that DDP can't go anymore.
Yeah.
I get that DDP can't have an actual match. I get that DDP probably can't even have a tag match. He has to have like an 8-man or whatever the fuck.
Six
this
man.
match-
Six man.
Yeah. Diamond Dallas Page coming
Yep.
out of retirement for a match should feel like a lot bigger of a deal.
It's Bash at the Beach,
It's
baby.
Bash at the Beach.
Yeah.
Have you seen
It's
those
next
graphics?
week.
They look great.
It's
Yeah,
next week.
it's Vaporwave. It's great.
Great.
Jesus
event.
Christ. You could sell pay-per-views.
Could you?
Okay.
Are you sure?
You could sell pay-per-views on the return of DDP.
I don't know, man.
One more match, the tearful stuff,
We might get that.
Right, they teased it in that segment,
Hey,
Yeah.
and then we got it in a graphic right after that
Yeah.
segment.
that's fucking crazy, and that's not good. in my
Frank,
opinion.
hey Frank, if you can do the match, just do the match.
do the match.
Don't save it for pay per view.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on, man. Why you being a dick about it?
It's Bash at the Beach, brother.
Yeah,
You can't have Bash at the Beach without DDP.
that's true. Someone's going to the pool.
Yes.
I'm excited.
He's got that beach body that comes from DDP.
You know who
It's
needs
kind
to
of
rub?
like caved
You know,
in.
you know who needs to rub?
Like
QT Marshall.
Convex.
Yeah.
QT Marshall needs to rub.
By the way,
QT needs the
Right,
rub.
here's
Butcher
the
and the
thing.
Blade are
If you're
gonna-
sending QT Marshall to the main event,
Yes, right.
tag him up with DDP.
Butcher and Blade are going to
They're
get a
gonna
win.
go over.
They're going to get a win next
They're
week.
gonna go
So
over.
there you go.
Yeah, so DDP can beat
But
him up
they
this
look
week.
like jamokes.
That doesn't matter. They pinned DDP.
They
It
were
is
so-
only it is returned to wrestling that inexplicably is happening.
They were
So you're
also
gonna beat up an old man.
they were surprised because DDP hadn't done anything physical in years. They were surprised.
Are you? If I tried to give you a half-speed diamond cutter,
Uh-huh.
would you be surprised or would you just shove me off?
Are we in a ring or not?
We're in a ring.
Probably be surprised.
Here's the thing: can Butcher see without his monocle?
His
He
depth
has a bad
perception.
eye.
His depth perception.
All
is
he
right,
way
was,
off.
so,
You
he
know
was
what?
so mad he had to throw it in the crowd.
Let's
Let's
Depth
move
perception's
on. Let's
way
move
off.
on. Best friends and Orange
I-
Cassidy versus
that-
Jurassic Express.
Why is DDP wrestling next week? Why is it on pay-per-view?
What was this? Was a real like house show match. Like I'm not mad about it, but
It was
just
fun.
Dude,
Mo-
this was the first actual wrestling appearance of Orange Cassidy.
on
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah. He had
Yeah.
already previously had a
Yep.
dark match, a little
Yep.
well, not an actual dark match, an
He's on
AEW dark
But he'd
match.
be like around. He'd
Yes.
done like a few dives and stuff on TV. But we actually got to see Orange Cassidy wrestle
Yep.
for a little bit, and he did wrestling.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, this was really fun. I'm gonna go to those haters.
Okay.
Yeah. Get him. Get him.
Y'all
King.
hated Marco Stunt. Y'all
Yeah.
hated him. Oh, we shouldn't be a Jurassic Express. Look at this crowd.
Yeah.
This crowd
Hometown
fucking.
crowd.
He's the
to be fair.
hometown. Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that doesn't matter.
He got maybe a little too much offense in.
Hey.
A little bit.
Nah.
It all made sense.
The here's the thing. In your fiction, if the Rock and Roll Express can do a flipping pile driver,
Right.
to Proud and Powerful, again, you probably don't need to do that either.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have this
If
in
you
my
can
notes.
do that, then Marco Stunt can do one to Trent.
Fair enough.
I have this in my notes. AEW has a fever, and the only medicine is more Canadian destroyers.
So okay, it was
I
kind
like
of
that the Canadian Destroyer is marketed as the easiest move to do in wrestling
It's
now.
the like in ECW is the DDT.
yes.
In AEW it's the Canadian destroyer.
Well, I was gonna say it was weird
old
seeing
man and
Dustin
a child
Rhodes
can
and
do
Marcus
it.
Stunt. Not to steal a bit from OSW, but
Yeah.
this is kind of a damn it D-Lo.
Yes, yeah,
All-
He
absolutely.
did all of his shit.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just all the same moves, you
Yeah,
know.
it's funny. So while I was out on assignment, I
Yeah.
wasn't watching AEW.
What?
I was just away and
Yeah.
busy. So I've
Using
watched.
the Phantom Zone.
I was. So I got returned from the Phantom Zone, and I watched like basically everything at once.
Oh wow.
So it's all bleeding together.
Yeah.
The amount of Canadian destroyers that I watched in like
absurd.
a Saturday of watching a bunch of wrestling, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Canadian Destroyer in AEW is what the Tope Suicida is
in the WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
It is what the DDT was in ECW. Is what I don't know. Not giving the people what they want was in TNA.
It's what a Brainbuster is in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Whereas everybody happy that Jungle Boy made good on his New Year's resolution and finally got a pin.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was great. Luchasaurus super over. Everyone was super over. Chuck Taylor's gonna get his time to shine, baby. One day.
What, I mean, to say shit?
On
Yeah.
commentary in Dark.
Yeah, one day Chuck Taylor's gonna get his time to shine in AEW because goddamn Chucky D's a job guy. I don't know what his character is in AEW.
He's the job guy. They're protecting Trent, and Orange Cassidy's a future world champion. So you've
There you
got
go.
Chuck's
That's
taking
true.
the pins.
Hey, Mark Henry.
Yeah, let's come on.
Approved.
Absolutely.
Free money. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to the next segment. In the picture-in-picture, you had Sammy Guevara doing the Bob
Oh,
Dylan
wait.
bit with the signs,
Well,
Yeah.
we-
We'll talk about picture-in-picture quickly. Yeah.
which was amazing. Sammy Guevara, I think, is like making his way to the top of the hangers-on list. He's
Yeah.
like third behind Billy Zane in Back to the Future.
Oh sure.
As like just like a posse member,
Yeah.
like hype man, the best.
It's like the guy from the Karate Kid, like put him in a body bag.
He's
like
number
that's
one.
Sammy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
number one.
Okay.
But of course, we moved into the final segment.
Now you
Jon
can push the
Moxley
button.
finally gave his answer,
All
which
right.
He joined the Inner Circle, which I was devastated. Can you guys believe? So full disclosure.
yeah,
I missed the last 3 minutes of the episode. I had to go.
okay.
So bummer that he joined Inner
Yeah,
Circle, right? Like I
crazy,
was
right?
devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Run this one.
Here. Okay. So, number one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Never bought the fact that Jon Moxley wants a stupid car.
No.
Never.
Well, he told us.
Yeah. Doesn't want a stupid car. Okay. That bit was silly.
Yeah.
However, JR and Tony talking about the deal throughout the show, I'm like, they made the most convincing pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Jericho
money.
Moxley connection, not just more than
Yeah.
the money, the connection between the two of them.
Right.
Yeah,
through
they
their
made
careers.
they made a fantastic pitch, more than Jericho's silly car bit.
Right.
Could they have written the bit that exchanged the silly car bit? I mean, I'm sure Jericho wanted to do the silly car bit.
Well, it's very Jericho loves his props, like the plant or the you know what I mean. Like
Here's the thing, Jon Moxley loves his too.
Yes,
Okay, so
that car's coming back. I guarantee
right.
it.
So Becky and I
Stone Cold
were
style.
Mm-hmm.
when Becky was like watching the pay-per-view with us.
Yeah.
No.
And it's just like, yeah, we were like joking. It's like Jon Moxley loves props. He's like, yeah, you love that stupid plot.
That's right. Yeah.
Mitch.
Because one of the most
Mitch.
memorable things for Becky was that stupid cage match where they sent a bunch of shit hanging.
Oh, the
everywhere.
Chamber of Horrors
Yes.
match
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it was.
But also, that was the tax match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so Jon Moxley's in the Inner Circle now, and good night, everybody.
Yeah. No, I was just kidding. I
Night
watched
scene
the
next
whole thing. I watched the
Wait,
whole
is there
thing.
another slide?
There is not. So there was a swerve.
Yep.
So okay, I will
The
say
crowd
wait.
didn't buy it. By the
no.
way.
Well, so I actually think there was this thing where because remember you were saying earlier that we have to like unfuck ourselves WWE wise.
Yeah.
I think there was the vibe I was getting. It was a vibe I was feeling, which was there was that little thing in the back of my brain, and it made my stomach drop a little bit when.
Are they gonna do it?
For a second, I really thought like, are they actually doing this?
Yeah.
Right.
Are
Just
they gonna?
to do it.
Are
Like,
they?
Right.
They're like, we really got him, and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yes.
no, you don't want to be gone.
Yeah.
You want to have fun with
Yes.
your WrestleMen that you like.
yes.
I want somebody to be the hero. I want somebody to be the villain. I don't want it to be
Okay.
this weird.
So you
in
watch
between.
Wrestle Kingdom now, right?
most of it.
Okay.
I know what happened.
Have you watched most of night 2?
I know what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like Mox pins Juice.
Yeah.
And Minoru Suzuki comes out.
Oh yeah.
And they have this whole thing, and it's just like, well, that's what they wanted. That's what the fans all wanted.
Yeah.
So they did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and what happens next? Oh, I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. When Mox and Suzuki were looking at each other, I threw my Nugenics right out. I didn't need it. I was
Your
ready for
testosterone
that
match.
match. I was ready for that match.
Yeah.
As long as he's wearing those bicycle
Good
shorts.
shit. Yes,
No.
please.
So,
Yeah.
so I guess this John Moxley fellow is gonna have a title match.
I think so. It's the one thing that he wants.
Yeah.
That Chris Jericho can offer him.
Yeah. I like that he got his weird cop pants back.
Got his weird cow pants. It's weird because there's like this weird logo on it that's kind of shieldy.
A little bit, yeah.
But you know, that's cool. Whatever. Yeah, I get it, man. You know?
So here's a question. So there's a little criticism I saw on the internet, which I like to be
That's a little criticism.
the internet reporter.
Uh-huh.
So people were saying that it made Moxley look weak to beat up Sammy Guevara and Jericho and then run away from Hager. I disagree.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that's
No.
ridiculous. I think
He did what he needed to do.
Yeah, he got his
left.
licks in and he bolted. Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's just like, you can't touch JK.
Well, contractually you can't
Yeah,
actually
like
touch
someone
him.
did a dive on him and he had to try and stop himself from falling over because people are like, oh, they're gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
Did you see the so obviously Moxley smashed
Oh,
the
yeah,
bottle
for
of
anyone who
bubbly.
knows what the deal with that is he's assigned as a MMA fighter and he's not allowed to do anything physical in
Right.
AEW, really.
Right.
So Moxley smashes Jericho in the face with the bottle of the bubbly. He goes to grab a second bottle to hit Hager with it, and it just disintegrates in his hand.
Right.
Did you guys notice that? It
Yes.
just
No,
bolts
I-
right
I-
out of
That's
his
what
hand.
happens when you put sugar in liquid in sugar.
That's
glass,
true. It
if
just
you will.
dissolves. I'm honestly, it's a miracle that bottle that hit Jericho in
first
the
one?
head didn't also do the same thing.
Yeah.
It would have kind of blown the whole spot. But
yeah.
yeah.
Well, people would be complaining about that. versus
yeah,
the
absolutely.
audio issues.
Did
There
you
go.
like? Did you like?
Why, I don't know why anyone would complain about this.
It's insane. I was just bringing it up.
Yeah.
I loved Moxley's line of like, it's like stupid.
Yeah.
Stable's stupid.
Stupid. I like the wink.
Yes, that was
The
great.
wink was a great moment. He
Yeah.
winks to the camera right before he sort of does the turn.
Here's
the
the thing.
pivot.
He still is a stinker.
Yeah,
He has a
he's
stinker. I
very
actually
Bugs
had that
Bunny.
in my notes. Ain't he a stinker? He's Bugs Bunny.
Holy shit, we can actually get a Bugs Bunny Daffy Duck moment with him and Jericho at some point because Jericho
Yeah.
is very
He's
Daffy Duck.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for this match.
I'm excited for it too. My caveat is it's like we've seen this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm happy to see it again, but is 2 ex-WWE stars in your main event? That's the most Nitro thing of all.
That's a great point. I will say the thing that makes it
yeah.
so the thing that makes it interesting is that I'm fairly certain Moxley's not going to be the guy to beat Jericho.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see how that old Jericho gets out of this one.
right.
You
Yeah,
know?
I'm very curious. I hope it's not too fucky.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
interested to see who's next.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Kenny, come on.
I'm glad that we're doing this thing.
Well, let's get into that.
Okay.
but-
The internet buzz
Mm-hmm.
where it's just like, why have the Bucks and Kenny Omega turned themselves into their lower card guys?
Right.
Why are the Elite the lower card? And I think they understand this, but we were looking for something different in AEW. This is not something different.
Right.
This is something we like,
Right.
and I'm excited for it. And they're gonna have a great match. Jericho Tanahashi fucking ripped.
Oh, so
that match
good.
kicked ass.
So good.
Like
I've never seen Jericho recently move like that.
it's some people were talking about this. It's like, yeah, this is a Jericho who knows his limitations. I'm like, yeah, but this is like WWE main eventer Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
We were talking about how this is the WrestleMania main event that he never got.
Absolutely.
Right.
He hasn't moved like that in years, even in AEW.
You
Yeah.
went up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking
It's
awesome.
adrenaline.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this match is going to be great. I think it's going to be better than anything they can do in WWE.
Yep.
I'm really excited for it. But, like, I wanted the run of Kenny Omega as your main event guy. And I feel like that would have anchored AEW in a really interesting way. I understand the smartest choice is Chris Jericho as your champ. He's been so entertaining on the show.
It's true.
He's been so entertaining, and I'm looking for the day where he doesn't have the belt because I feel like it's gonna turn into an albatross really quickly.
Then what? Yeah.
And yeah, then we get to see Jericho just like, Well, we've already seen Jericho like fuck around with the lower card guys. It's
Right.
awesome. Jungle Boy and like Darby Allin.
No, but
is-
like on his own terms, like being
Exactly.
able to lose, it's gonna be very interesting. Like,
so-
second phase.
Well,
for him.
let's
Yeah.
talk about this because Kenny did do a Twitter Q&A today.
Yep.
Oh,
Thursday, the
I
day
missed
we're
that.
recording this. And so one of the things is he said, first of all, if you could just be respectful about it, like ask me anything you want. And somebody said, they basically brought this up. Like they said, you reached these heights in Japan. Why are you where you are at here? And when you're slightly in control. And he said, I basically achieved all my dreams in Japan. I'm happy to take a step back to establish all these younger guys. Now, is he working us a little? Or is it this idea that
I legitimately think I think Matt Jackson at the very least is not going to be wrestling in 5 years.
right?
I think Kenny Omega is.
Yes.
I think he's going to be around for a while. But
I think he's gonna have a
And-
Shawn-esque career.
Yes.
but I feel like they would have been able to make people even better if they put themselves at top because it's a fresh thing in
But
America.
they still can't. But
They
I will say they still can. I
As
think
reset in the new year.
I
Lee
hope
got
there's
a big win last week.
I really hope we start. I hope Kenny's the next fucking champ.
I think he will be.
I hope Kenny's the next champ, and I hope he has a belt for a long time so I can see some really great quality main events.
I think
so-
that's the next phase for AEW, right? Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: one, I think that they have a history of maybe overrating the Q rating of a Kenny Omega in America. Overrating. I mean, Cody famously said, "We're trying to please our fans,"
Right.
which I totally get. Right. But I would be totally happy if, like I said before, if it was somewhere between WWE and New Japan. I don't want to wait as long as people did for Naito to get
Right.
Kenny as the champion. But I would wait until
Double or nothing.
I'd wait until the fall.
Give Jericho a full year.
I'd wait
Right?
until the fall.
Yeah.
And I think I would be satisfied, and you could throw that that Nugenics right out. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh boy. WWE's better than AEW. Well,
Yeah, fair.
I mean, yeah, it's like your opinion, man. You know,
NXT's a really good show.
it is. NXT's great.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's not what this show is about.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
There you go.
Hey, what
Maybe
can you
next
do?
time.
What can you do?
Yeah.
So that's the end
Yeah, we got no
of
more.
AEW Dynamite. No, you want to go back to the full screen here? We'll do closing thoughts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, so I think we've kind of figured we decided best match of the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
What
This is awesome match break.
yeah. I'm again gonna double down. I think it's the Rhodes Brothers versus the Lucha Brothers.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We take the Lucha Brothers for granted, to be honest with you.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god, the things that
Yeah.
Phoenix can do are ridiculous. I can't wait for Phoenix's like run at the top.
Yeah. MVP of the show. Have any picks?
Ooh.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I loved Sammy Guevara as like a sort of like low key.
Sammy's doing really great things. Christopher Daniels' performance I think was really fun
Yeah.
on this show as well. There's a lot of good stuff on this show. Good commentary, just like that was really fun. Uda-
Hangman's doing some. I mean, I'm the most invested in what Hangman's got going on right
You know, it's
now.
funny, I
I
just-
say he's the MVP of the week.
I forget because it's the first thing that happened, and then it's we've had
But
the whole
he
other
is
show.
the MVP of the week for me, both from like going through all the segments.
You know what? I'll give it to you because BTE as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hangman.
Yeah, it's so weird that like drunk like I was adamant that drunk Hangman was never gonna make it on the
Yep,
TV.
Right.
But when they did the commentary bit at the start of it, I was like, good lord, what are they gonna do with drunk Hangman? And I was like, oh, it's actually really charming and funny.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like the has been drinking, like the
yeah.
like
The
was
Chiron gags are great.
Better
Yeah.
fake drunk than Scott Hall, or
That wasn't fake.
oh, there you go. You're right. Okay. Shut up and take my 20. I gotta say, or I'm gonna make a little pitch here.
that inner circle shirt.
Yeah.
No, the Cody shirt with all
Love
the
it.
proceeds
Going to.
going to the fires in
Yeah.
Australia.
It's a great shirt.
It's a
Yes,
great
and
shirt.
I highly suggest that you guys donate to
Yeah.
Wires. Wires is the big wildlife fund. Also, Victoria, highly underserved for some reason from all the normal charities. So, Wildlife Victoria, if you're interested in that kind of thing, the Cody shirt. It's a good shirt, too.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I might buy it, even though I've got 3 Cody shirts.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
You have a lot of
embarrassing.
Cody shirts.
I do.
Yeah, man, these are good boys.
It's
you know
true.
what? It's nice that some good people are running a wrestling promotion. Makes me feel
Absolutely.
not bad about
Yeah.
watching wrestling.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Um,
And you're right, Chat. Scott Hall played a very convincing drunk. You're
yeah,
absolutely right.
he's
Yes.
a method actor.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, he lived it.
Exactly.
He's like Brando.
But you
And
know
I will
what?
say, to Knox 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, give them time on this Kenny thing. I'm telling you. Give
Yeah,
them time.
I got all the time in the world. I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
That's true. What else are we doing?
Oh man, that Naito did it.
He did it.
Yeah, think about Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom was pretty good.
Although this show again,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
that-
looking forward. And
looking forward to next week when
Well,
I'm
we'll
gonna be here.
Real quick, wait, we're not gonna be here.
No, I'm gonna be here.
You're gonna be here.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we're all gonna try to
I'm
be
gonna
here,
be here,
right?
yeah.
But real quick before we go home, before we do the go home stuff.
Yeah.
So last time we were here,
Yeah.
it was right after Christmas time.
Yep.
I gave Frank a little present.
That's right.
Joaquin, you were not here,
I didn't know that.
so
actually.
I would like to. It's good
You
stuff,
don't watch,
buddy.
you don't watch the show, man?
Yeah, come on. So I'd like to give
I wasn't watching
you.
the show. Okay.
I didn't wrap it. It's already in a wrapper. So the gimmick will be you open this, and then we'll show off what you got.
okay.
So we're
Let's
gonna
do-
open up some vintage.
Oh!
WCW,
Show it to the camera.
Show the front there. WCW trading cards. All right.
Oh, man, I hope.
So let's see
there's-
who you got. Frank got like 9 Ric Flairs.
I hope there's
And it turns out there's like 50. 50
It's like
Ric
50
Flairs.
Ric Flairs.
All right, hang on.
I gotta get one of those cough buttons.
Oh,
What do we got?
sexy Lexi.
All right.
Oh, the Alexa
Very
Twin.
nice.
Oh my god, did you see that gif going
Oh,
around?
playa. Teddy Long.
Holy shit. That's great.
Teddy Long looking like a member of Public Enemy for some reason.
Incredible.
Hey!
Teddy Long manages some of the most wicked wrestlers in the sport.
Blonde Sting.
Very
Love
nice.
it.
That's a
Love
classic.
it.
You're gonna want that
Still
card.
campaigning for his Undertaker match.
Oh, another card that you got, Frank. Look at this one.
The Rooster.
Terry Taylor.
Hey, you know what? Triple H learned a lot from him.
That's true.
Fabulous Freebirds with
good.
Michael P.S. Hayes. Got a headlock on one of the Rock and Roll Express.
All right.
Mr. Wall Street.
Ooh.
Fuck
That's a
your
good
IP. Another Lex Luger.
A lot of doubles in these packs.
Another Sting.
Yeah.
Steiner Brothers, but it's only
You
Rick.
got that card too.
Which is
Yeah, I got that one too.
The Southern Boys.
Uh-oh, the Wild
I
Eyed
gotta get a
Southern
water one
Boys.
second.
Check out that TIA
Slide
episode.
out.
All right.
Boop.
The Master of Ric Flair. And
Yeah.
finally, the Master of Scissors, Sid Vicious.
All right. The Master of Scissors.
Master, thank you.
Stop it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're
Happy
back.
New Year. I haven't seen you guys. It's
Happy
good to
New
be
Year.
back.
It's good to have you back, buddy.
We're going to be
Dude,
back
there's some
next
good cards.
Yeah.
This is great. I'm gonna put this up in my. Actually, I do have a little wrestling memorabilia section in my shelf. It's going up there.
All
Yeah,
right.
I need to
My
put a
office.
camera on my little corner here. And then we'll
Oh yeah, we should show some stuff and put
Yeah.
on the Twitter.
Well,
Yeah.
chat. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, and you can find all of our episodes and even our old podcast,
True.
That's right.
which was Watching the Elite, where we went through every single episode of Being the Elite in the run up to All In.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, so you can find that at watchingtheelite.com.
That's true.
You can also hit us up on Twitter at TIAPod. The TIA season took a little break over the holidays.
Had to. Couldn't
Coming
help
back
it.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
Hate to see it, but we'll be back.
Hey, here's the thing: they split TV seasons all the time.
That's true.
And some podcasts just release whenever the fuck they feel like it.
We're on
We actually do a
hiatus.
very good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, TIA Pod's coming back. Suggest a match for us to watch. Suggest your favorite matches at TIA Pod or watchingtheelite@gmail.com. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, just obliterate that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Make like the
Cana-
demolition.
Canadian
Yeah, smash.
Destroyer that like button.
Oh, there
Yes.
you go. Yeah.
Tope Suicida.
An Arabian Press if you can pull it off.
Yeah, like and subscribe, and
Yeah.
there's something with a bell. I think I don't know.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out this week. We'll be back, I believe, Wednesday
next
night
week.
after the show.
That's true.
We're gonna be
Properly
back.
next
Yeah,
week.
because usually we just do the show live after the show.
Will we be in our swimsuits?
No.
No,
No.
Okay.
but for money, yes.
Yeah. Well, until then,
Thanks for hanging out, TRS1080.
Yes, thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Yeah.
See you soon.
watch.
Elite.
Watch, elite.
Outro.